traumatized by Onyeka. I also think she victim blames a lot. And when she gets a reaction, she feels she's a victim.
The housemates had their diary session for this week and it was quite revealing. So Biggie introduced this new system, this new diary session system, in which the housemates had to have their diary session with their fellow housemates standing in as big brother, more or less like a makeshift diary session. The housemates got to pick their makeshift big brother via a balloting system. But before we get into the details of all of this, hey guys, what's up and welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's me, your girl, Pisamo, and this is Viable PC. You all are especially welcome to my YouTube channel. For new subscribers, special hugs to you all. One month. For returning subscribers, thank you all for sticking to the channel. You guys know I love you so much. This much, big much. You guys know you're the real MVP. Thank you for sticking to this channel. So guys, if you haven't subscribed yet, please kindly do so. Yeah, it costs nothing at all other than few seconds of your time. Yeah, and probably your data or Wi-Fi or whichever one you're using. Also, like my videos as well, so YouTube can recommend my videos to individuals of like mind. And also, do not forget to share my videos to family and friends. Turn on the notification bell button to be amongst the first set of people to see my videos each time I post a new one. So quickly, let's dive straight into our business of today. To start with, Onyeka and Ozzy finally reconciled, and this girl has been following this guy everywhere, all around the house. She has been busy marking and territory, Onyeka being herself, Onyeka being the Onyeka we all know. And so Biggie punishment continues. Since this housemate decided to make this season of Big Brother Naija a huge failure, a massive failure, and not entertain us the viewers, Biggie has decided to frustrate this housemate and crawl under their skin. So in the early hours of yesterday morning, Biggie had instructed his ninjas to disrupt the peaceful sleep of these housemates. By disrupt, I don't mean subtle disruption. Oh. He actually did that at 6 a.m. yesterday morning. The ninjas were literally beating a gong, blowing whistles, like slamming plates together, eating anything. They were just slamming anything together that can make noise, anything to produce noise to wake these housemates was what these ninjas were doing throughout the early hours of yesterday. At some point it felt as though Sean wanted to punch ninja number 4 because this dude was literally blowing whistle, or was it a gong, in Sean's ears, because of course he had gotten up already, he has woken up from his bed. It was taking forever to get up from his bed. And the reason for all of this disturbance, the reason for all of this disruption was so the housemates can wake up on time and get into the gym to work out for their early morning exercise and drill. Biggie has been really upset with this housemate because they've been flaunting his orders. Whenever he calls them for a meeting or calls them for something or calls them to the arena or to the gym, they will just be dragging their feet on the floor, blatantly ignoring the orders of Big Brother. So this punishment was really, really necessary. Like, it's a rude awakening. It was literally a rude awakening. Like, I'm not even kidding you guys. The housemates were giving, the coach wasn't even smiling with them as instructed by Big Brother. He was just drilling them intensively. And those that flaunted his rules, that were not really working out, usually they would just, give them a pass. But this time around, anybody that wasn't working out or doing the routine that the instructor has given to them, they punish this person or this housemate or these individuals. They punish them intensely. Moving on to Onyeka's conversation with TJ, they were just busy. They were just basically motivating and advising each other because we all know they are both up for possible eviction. It was in all of this process of hyping each other up, motivating each other, gingering each other up, and this was when Onyeka, in a usual manner, digressed and was trying to bring back a conversation that a statement that TJ had made around the third to fourth week into the show, he had made this tribalistic statement, and Ebuka had called him out on it. And most viewers, the viewing audience, they've dragged TJ, and I don't know what she was trying to do, but then it seemed as though Onyeka was trying to, bring back that memory for the viewing audience and for everyone. So they'll probably not vote for TJ or something like that. I don't know what she was trying to achieve, but dude was not having it at all. He called her out on her bullshit, immediately shunned her, and told her not to ever repeat that again. And if he finds out that she repeats it to any member of the house, he's not going to like it at all. She's not going to find it funny. Like, this guy has tendered an apology to the entire house, and he has tried to forget about it because it was an embarrassing statement that he made, and he was really ashamed of himself. And he was trying to forget it. And it was hoping that the viewing audience, they forgot it as well, and as well as the housemates. And he has been, trying to like walk on eggshells, so they wouldn't, nominate him and find him, remember that conversation, bring it up, and use that as a reason to, nominate him for possible eviction. So he has been keeping his cool. He has crawled back into his shell. He was no longer out there like he was on the first, second, and third week. So the fact that Onyeka was trying to bring this back, he went further to say he does not know what she was trying to do. Like, it was more or less like she was trying to set him up with the viewing audience. He wasn't really finding it funny at all. So he had immediately rebuked Onyeka and had called out on her bush and had told her not to repeat it again. TJ was like, during that period that that stuff happened, he had actually overheard Onyeka make some sly remarks that it was least deserving to be in the house, like he wasn't meant to be there, and he's meant to have been evicted like a long time ago. And he didn't find that funny at all. Initially, he was like, okay, he should just ignore because he fucked up, so he should just bear it. But then she's saying this again and saying, it's all grace. You've been in the house for a while now. It's all grace, grace this, grace that. It's all God. It's all. He was like, he literally called her out on her bullshit and warned her sternly that she should never repeat that again. Like, she should just kill it. She was trying to make a case for herself and explain, but I was like, no, I don't want to hear it. Just kill it. Whatever you're trying to say, whatever explanation you're trying to give, I don't need it. We all know that TJ has been really touchy because he's up for possible eviction, and Ben left the house last week, and they share the same fans. He wasn't up last week and Ben was up, so Ben left the house. So he just felt as okay, it's only normal that it's the same fans that voted for Ben that will actually vote for him. So he doesn't know what is going to happen, doesn't know what his fate is, if he's actually going to be evicted, which I think he will be evicted. But then let's not get into that. So he had called out on her bullshit and warned her sternly and told her not to ever try that again, or even bring it up, or even try to discuss it with other members of the house. Moving on till the end of the game, she shouldn't try it. And that she does that a lot, and she victim plays a lot. Like, she plays the victim a lot. She plays this victim camp. She does something, and then when you're trying to like correct her, she plays this victim card and acts as though she doesn't know what she did or whatever it is. But she just not bring that nonsense to him and not try it with him. So moving on to the makeshift diary session, Biggie had given them a couple of questions in an envelope that they were to ask for those playing Big Brother. They had 6 questions in the envelope, and one of those questions was, the number one question was for the housemates to briefly describe their journey in the house for the past 8 weeks, and who they were before they got into the house, before they came into the show, and who they've grown to become. For the second question, they were asked to, state their fears prior to the show, and how being in the house has improved that. For the third question, the first impression, they were to state their first impression about their fellow housemates and what has changed, how it has changed, and why, and mention the names of those particular housemates that they had mentioned. I mentioned the name of the particular housemates that they've had the wrong impression about, and what getting into the show, how it has changed. For the fourth question, they were to, explain how the game dynamics changed in the house. For the fifth question, they were to, state who they trust the most and who they least trust in the house. For the sixth question, they were to state their most annoying housemate and the least annoying housemate. So Kelly Ray had played Biggie to Wani, Victoria played Biggie to OC, Andy played Biggie to Suj, Cassia played Biggie to Anita, and Sean played Biggie to TJ. These were the first set of housemates to have their makeshift diary session for this week. And the set, the usual, same old, as though Biggie was asking them, what they would say on a normal day to Biggie if they were having their diary session. If you guys can recall, in my previous video, I had made mention that Cassia, Wani, Andy, and Sean got a strike each for conspiracy immediately after the live nominations process, because they were actually told not to discuss or conspire, of which they had broken Biggie's rule and they had gotten punished for it. So what I failed to mention is that during all of this, immediately after this, Cassia had had a conversation with Wani, and then she told Wani that they should try to have a conversation with Onyeka, to clear the air about the conspiracy issue, because we all know that Biggie had played the tape and they had heard Cassia and Wani, they were talking about Onyeka, and at some point they were talking about Ruthie as well. So Cassia was telling Wani that don't they feel like they should have a conversation with Onyeka, explain to her what the conspiracy and all of that was about, that they were not really talking about her per se, that they were just and Wani was like, no, she's not interested in having a conversation with anybody. She doesn't care, she doesn't give a shit. And Cassia, who was still bothered, she tried to have a conversation with her husband, and then she was confiding in him and complaining to him, venting to him and just telling him that this is what is happening, that she was telling Wani that they should have a conversation with Onyeka, and they said no, and her husband was like, what the hell are you doing? What the hell are you doing? This girl, reduce your need to shalaye all the time, shalaye to people. These people, they don't like you. Onyeka had kept up with the energy. She did not, even after your apology, which she didn't accept. So it was obvious that she didn't accept the apology, because she had said that you didn't mean the apology, that she wasn't going to take the apology. She had even nominated you. You felt as though you apologizing to her will probably make her have a change of heart and not nominate you. But she did regardless. And now you regret the fact that you nominated her. This is what I was telling you about, and this was what I was trying to avoid. Don't go and meet this girl. Do not do what you will regret. At the end of the day, you've done it because you followed your heart. You refused to listen to me. Now you've done it, and now you're regretting it. Even earlier in the day, Cassia had actually told Nelly that she needed to have a conversation with her, because she felt as though it was Nelly that fueled Onyeka's animosity towards her, and she wanted to clear that up and have a conversation with her. And later on, I think her husband told her, after this, do not have a conversation about it and all of that. She actually ended up not having that conversation with Nelly, but instead she changed the conversation and started having a conversation about business, life in general, and every other thing. And Nelly had actually noticed that, and but she had decided not to ask or talk about it, and just let it go and let it slide. Cassia, resist from shalaye, resist from trying to explain yourself. Explain, it's a game, stop explaining so much. You people are not here, it's not family meeting. You people are not families, you people are not friends. It's a game. Can you just play this game? This girl is just too soft. She's too soft for my liking, and she's ruining her husband's game. At this point, I feel like Cassia should just go home. I like her. I'm not disputing the fact that I like. In fact, I have so much love for this lady because she's easygoing and all of that. But I just feel like she should go home, so she would not spoil. She won't spoil her husband's game, because at this point she's just spoiling her game. Now she's up for eviction again. She's up for possible eviction because she just won't let sleeping dogs lie. I don't know if she had actually probably let sleeping dogs lie, she still would have eventually gotten nominated. But who knows? Maybe, maybe not. So moving on, Biggie decided to severely punish the housemates more, because it seems as though the first punishment that he gave them, they were not really, they were not really fully participating. They were still grumbling, and talking back at Biggie and complaining and ranting, and they were going on and on about the strikes that he gave them. So he had decided to punish them some more by sending his ninjas into the house to pack their food, both the ones on fire and the ones they were eating. He actually told them to freeze, and he had sent his ninjas into the house to pack their food, both the one that Cassia and Wani they were cooking in the kitchen. Cassia was standing right by the gas. She was standing there, and Wani was standing next to her. She was trying to turn tomatoes and pepper that she just blended from the blender. She was trying to turn them into the pot, and the ninja came to pack both the tomatoes, both the one that was still in the blender that she was holding, the one that Tofa was eating at the dining, custard also with chips with Anita. They were there doing lovey, playing love when they were supposed to be preparing for their wager tax. The wager tax is a lot of it's kind of tedious because they are supposed to produce a film. They are supposed to make a film about the housemates' life experiences and all of that, and present it as their wager tax. They were to collect it together, film, then give it to the producers of the show and all of that, for them to edit and for them to play it on Friday during their wager tax. But these housemates, they've been slacking. When Suj calls them to come to the lounge area to prepare and to read brief and all of that, they'll be dragging their feet. They've been blatantly disrespecting the reign of Suj as the head of house. Sean especially, the Mbadue twins at some point, Onyeka too, one ex Andy, whenever he's calling them, they just snub him, and they just move away like, who is this one that is talking? You're not even, you're not that, you're not all that, you're not it. So don't talk to us. Even Sean, during the preparation of this roster, like a list of how the housemates are going to carry out this their makeshift diary session, um Suj had called on to Sean to go upstairs to have his diary session with his big brother, his makeshift big brother. And Sean had refused to go first because, like he said, he has not had his bath yet. He's not ready. Who the hell is Suj to tell him orders from who? As long as he's not from Big Brother, he's not doing it. And Suj was like, orders from me. Like, I'm the one instructing you to do it. And Sean was like, he's not going. Even after Suj, I tried to convince him and talk to him, try to make him understand, see reason why he should go first. Sean refused. He blatantly refused, and there was nothing Suj did about it. He just said okay. He just, after some time, he decided to pick someone else to go first. And even after he left the place, Sean was grumbling and grumbling and complaining to the Mbadwe that who the hell is Suj to tell him what to do and what not to do. Who the hell is Suj? That why will Suj pick him first? That I don't understand. This housemate, they should just I said it in my previous video and I'm repeating it again. They should just nominate a winner for this 100 million naira. Carry the prize, give the person, make everybody the go house, make sure end. Because I don't know what they are doing. I don't know. Content they are not giving. Gbas we not see. Show what you guys sign up for. You people are not giving us. All you people are doing is love and light, love and light. We don't want love and light. You people should give us the content we signed up, premium content we signed up for. Play games. Of course, I love the games they played earlier on. Yesterday they were having this, drama. They were, trying to like create you this Nollywood and roles, and get into character and all of that. And guys, kudos to One X and they killed it. Cassia as well. OZ, they really tried. They were just, passing roles to each other and, trying to, create something. It was really fun. It was really fun. I wish they could do more stuff like that, like play more games like that. But then all they do is lazy around, eat, cook. All One X Andy, they've been doing all week is cook. Either they are cooking for themselves or they are cooking for Sean, the glutton of the house. All they know how to do is eat. I'm not even sure those people eat breakfast, lunch, and dinner. What they eat is breakfast, brunch, lunch, dinner, night food. I don't even know. I don't know what to say again. They even eat snack join. They should do and they should go home. Let the show just end. I am tired. Guys, do you even know that despite Biggie's instructions for this housemate to freeze, for the ninjas to come in and pack those stuff, some of these housemates were still talking. The likes of Wani, Cassia was talking, and some were still making subtle movements here and there. Victoria, likes of Victoria, the likes of Sean, Onyeka as well. And then Biggie had said, okay, Pikin wey say mama no go sleep, he said no go sleep. This time around, I am going to punish people. So Biggie had, brought in Ula oops, is that what they call it? Or oops Ula oops into the house. This round stuff that you put on your waist, that girls usually put on their waist in American movies. All these, kids put it on your, they do it in Nigeria as well. I'm just using that as an example, a vivid example. Put it on your waist and you start turning around. So yeah, brought them into the house, and I told them that once the buzzer goes off, this these housemates I mentioned, I'm going to mention them, that they should, move to that hula hoop and stand there for an hour. They can talk, they can move, but they must not leave that hula hoops, that circle. They must not leave there. The likes of, let me mention the housemates name: Sean, Wani, Onyeka, Cassia, Victoria, who else? He's just instructed the offenders basically that they should, stay in the hula hoops and not leave the hula hoops till the buzzer goes off. And guys, it got to a point that these housemates, they were literally tired. They were begging because their legs were shaking, the likes of Wani. And I'm like, if Biggie is to forgive any of those housemates, Wani, you see Wani, no, she should do it. Their legs were shaking, their waist was aching so bad. They were literally tired. They were almost crying because it was so painful. Like, just imagine standing for an hour, not doing anything. So guys, this is what I call it for tonight. Thank you for watching. I'll see you on the next one. Do not forget to like, subscribe, turn on post notification bell button to be amongst the first set of people to see my videos each time I post a new one. Also like my videos as well, so YouTube can recommend my videos to individuals of like minds and new subscribers. Also share my videos to family and friends. See y'all on the next one. My next video, I'll be probably talking about the details of some selected diary session for yesterday, the likes of Tofa, um, Suj, Cassia, Onyeka, Ozi. Yeah, just selected few housemates. I'm just going to give a brief rundown on their diary session, and so we can, because there is nothing interesting going on in the house, so I'll just probably do a video about that. If there was actually something interesting going on, it's just something I would have skipped, but because there is nothing major going on in the house, I'm just going to do a brief rundown on that, the makeshift diary session of this particular housemate, and just bring it to you guys. So guys, stay tuned. Do not touch that dial. Do not, do not, do not. Just stay tuned, and I'm seeing you all on the next one. Bye guys. Mwah. Au revoir. Adios. Peace and love. Love you all.